million links and petabytes of data. Now if you think if this is scale of data, and so let's say if you go to a standard PC with a 100 Mbps connectivity, it will take 11 days to load one terabyte of data. If you go to a server with 10 Gbps, it will take around a day. If you go to a 1000 node cluster, Hadoop cluster, which comes in 2000 days, it will take around 15 minutes. So that's why big data technologies are the right fit for Yahoo. I'll just demo one of our tool. So Yahoo, if you go to Yahoo homepage, our today's page within Yahoo.
Yeah, but you have to be mentally prepared. 27. But I know
the cloud system we use in our technology stack, Hadoop, and then we have big for aggregation and the API kind of thing of Hadoop. So then we use Jupyter, which is directory and configuration service. We use Fuji very much for a workflow engine to run different detail and workflow on grid. We use Hive for reporting purpose to run Hive queries on grid. We use Essbase and Cassandra for fast lookup and case-to-case basis. We use now, so in the last 6 months, we have seen like a large growth in low latency query engines. Right? So, for example, Spark is from MLab, Impala from Cloudera, we have Presto from Facebook, and then Amazon, and so on. So everyone is trying to run low latency query off the grid with large scale of data. So we are using this tool for low latency reporting, for dashboard reporting, or real-time analytics. So this term which came out of Twitter for Twitter trend. So we are using it for real-time and stream processing. Similarly, Redis, Memcache, VoltDB are there in architecture. Wherever cache need is there, a distributed cache are required. Use Solar and Solar Cloud for dimensional lookup to power the search box or autocomplete all across users. Now, this is our take on for a project or for a company to which tool to take in this whole big data noise and big data ecosystem. If your data is less up to 10 to 20 GB, so go for Amazon AWS or Salesforce and use data as a service. No need to build for if it is less than 100 GB, traditional RDBs will still work. Go with Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server for medium companies, medium corporates, both for OLTP and batch processing. If data is less than 1 petabyte, you can go to plan-based DB, Teradata, Exadata, Netezza. But if it is few petabyte, you need to come to Hadoop. And here, so the top three layers are like blurred, and there is no one Swiss Army knife. There are mix and match of different solutions people are trying out. So you need to build your own Hadoop-based system. Large corporates are doing that. And then if data is even more than petabytes, then we need to go for Hadoop DB, like Essbase, Cassandra, or Hadoop DB. And there are multiple solutions available in and this top three, as I said, is like people are trying different things in different places. Now I'll talk about Yahoo Search. Yahoo Search and advertisement system. So we are part of that system. And the data scale for search is really big. So let's see the search ecosystem, how things work, how different pieces work together in search. So user types a search query on Yahoo page or Yahoo partner page. So Yahoo is publisher also and network also for search. So there are multiple Yahoo publisher partners whose search process and whose content is content match is powered by Yahoo Search. So people search query, people type query, it comes to publisher side. Publisher side gets called to ad system. Ad system returns the relevant ad to keyword matching. Find out the right set of ad for that search query. It appears in the publisher side. User clicks on the ad, and then that generates the relevant. Yahoo is the relevant. And so Yahoo sales team, who are the key user of our data and this whole data analytics we work for this. So they manage the campaign. They said they find out right ad listing. They say a keyword so that it will it will bring more clicks and more revenue for Yahoo advertising. So this is the publisher network, Yahoo page or any page where you see a search box is powered by our ad system. These are different categories of advertising: retail, insurance, health, finance, and so on.
Excuse me. Just one question. Like, what would be the first technology when we put some keywords into the search bar and we search it? So, what is the first technology that starts searching? Is that directly the big data thing that is Hadoop or something like that, or it would be some different technology at first?
At first, okay. So when you search in a publisher site, it makes ad call to ad system. Now ad system play option. So it asks, it says like who all are bidding on this keyword, are keywords similar to this. And then based on option, multiple advertisers ad count. And then it will check, it need to rank them. So where we are ranking them, where we are finding, so let's say I got 100 ads, but I can't show all the 100 ads. I need to show only, so there are only ads placed for only 5 ads. So now I need to rank them, and there this behavior comes in to find out the, so the system predicts which are more clickable and more revenue added. So there is there is algorithm running on that. To power that algorithm, we need to scale. We need to see the historical data. We need to build up that in physics so that at runtime, with fraction of second, we'll be able to find out among 100 ads, these top 5 ads are having more probability of click, are going to generate.
Yeah, but the initial search will be in what I would say database in relation to. So the initial search will be in some relational database. As you said, there would be like for petabytes or but hundreds of terabytes for terabytes or something like that.
Right.
So
ಇವತ್ತು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ವೈಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವರು ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್
senior one
Preferably,
engine pattern
that will
council fairly
so that would be some
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್
so people, so you are coming, I think your question is more on the index where the lookup happens when I search. Right? So it goes to a search index from where the results come. Right? So that index is, to scale people use Hadoop on that, but that itself, that is a different system in itself. So it is not HBase or cassette per se, because this will not provide that level of latency. Even though they are good, they are faster lookups, but to achieve that fraction of millisecond latency, there are like hundreds or thousands of search clusters which has its own technology for Google or Yahoo or Microsoft.
So we have our own technology that is not
Right,
for
right. To feed that or to have the historical insight into that technology, you can use Hadoop as a batch server, get that data, feed it into that system. But that index system was quite so user types, there is auto suggest, and then on publisher websites, and then result comes. So there are algorithmic results and sponsored search results. So what user type is search, and so these are the key metrics coming into the page on which we do analysis. So whatever user type is searches, whatever results coming on this sponsored results are called results or ad impression. Whenever a click happens, that is counted as click, and the revenue gets generated after that. So these are our key metrics. What are things is used for analytics in search? So revenue per search, what is price per click, how much searches happening, what is the coverage among the searches, how many times we are able to show the ad impression, clicks, click ad impression, revenue, bid search. So the whole search analytics revolve around this key metric. This is the dimension model, this is the hierarchy in which the whole ads get from advertiser to ad we manage. So the top level is customer, most and the reporting needs, so and data grain. Right? So mostly they go for daily kind of reporting, daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. They see the trend at a big the whole advertiser level. Performance reporting, credit summary. Next come to account. So these advertisers create multiple accounts. So imagine as an advertiser will have different account for, let's say, account for ebook, ad, account for electronics ad, and so on. So that the different group within that organization will have different accounts within Yahoo, with Yahoo, and they'll create ad. Next is campaign. Ad group is nothing but combination of keyword and ad. So here the scale is, so if you go from top to bottom, the data scale grows. So we have billions of keywords, billions of ads, and we need to do analytics on that, how those keywords are performing, how those ads are performing. So that is the really big challenge. Now this is hourglass model for any product or for any organization, how they evolve over the time and how their data needs get changed and how we need to change in terms of tools or system we are using to do the analytics. So initially, at the beginning, mostly they will look for performance monitoring, they'll do tactical or operational kind of reporting, the health check, which is still, if you work with RDMS, normal RDMS impacts. Over the time, if the business evolves, they need to look further, they need to dig and see how they can improve the business, how they can be more aligned, what is going wrong in them. So they need to go further in the data, more granular information. And this is mostly people are using homegrown app here for level 1 and level 2 analytics, built on top of Hive or on top of big reporting tools on that. If you go further, so even for more granular data, event level data, to run simulation, to run machine learning, to run machine learning analytics, to run deep dive analysis, which can help to find out more excellence and decide the strategy in terms of product features and all. We need to go further in the, and there the low latency, real time reporting and stream processing kind of system can help. This is our blueprint which we use in our system. So with the whole big data analytics. So the bottom layer are the system which are generating the data, CRM system, applications, transactions, and social system, social data. So these are consumer and market data. And data is structured as well as unstructured, semi-structured sometimes. All this comes to Hadoop, where we do diffuse data crunching, we transform the data. We do data manipulation here from unstructured to structured with the row and column like that. So mostly these are run by MapReduce. Next level, once the data is structured and it comes to storage structure. And you can run data, statistical model and R and Hadoop. So this is layer which is used for more like ad hoc kind of queries. You can directly able to access data, ad hoc queries, and for certain kind of analytics which are ad hoc. It cannot be put on report. Once the data is further aggregated, you can put it in Oracle, RDMS, Cube views, emulate Cube, and you can put in cache server or Express and all, and you can do directly real-time analytics. The top layer is the traditional reporting tools, MicroStrategy, and we have some homegrown tools. And this provides different dashboards, different insights, custom dashboard and MicroStrategy dashboard for executives, different sales, different teams within Yahoo. Now we'll talk about the case study I was talking about. So we did one project in the last quarter, quarterly business review. So how we solve quarterly QBR problem for our customers using big data.
Yeah. So we have done, so basically this group started in India around 5 years back. We started with basic reporting. We had tons of data even then. So we started with basic reporting using MicroStrategy, to give operational reports. Then over a period of time as our group evolved, then we moved on to provide more insights, more analytics kind of solutions. So one of the things we did was a partner analytics reporting solution. So where users could go and see, it's a dashboard kind of application where users can go and see how the partners are doing. Then we move on to the next thing, which was for a sales team, which we call a sales dashboard. So what it did was like a totally UI-based solution where every day the account manager can log into the system and see which accounts of his are doing good, which are not doing good. So it's kind of low latency in the sense that it will. As you have seen this, the billions of queries get compressed, and then it comes into something which the users can actually work upon. So that's where we believe the challenge lies. Like, we have the technology to process billions of data, rows of data, but how to make sure that the data is actionable. So we are focusing more on that, and we have done lots of big data implementations for the last few years. But this is something which we thought is like it's an interesting case study. So what this is? So one of the things that when our CEO took over was one of the goals that was set was to improve the productivity of the sales force, and she had a very high goal, like 25% over a year. So then the sales team started looking at what they can do to achieve that goal, and then they analyzed and find out this is one of the tasks where they spend a lot of time. So this is the automated. What they do is like they meet up with their advertisers every quarter, or the agencies with whom they work with, and they present how they did over the last quarter and what they can do, in the next quarter to improve their numbers, both for the agency as well as Yahoo. So this is the quarterly business review that happens, so the face time is very less. We get like 10-15 minutes with the advertisers, so we need to present something really good in that time, and with a lot of things that the advertisers can make sense of. So there is a big support team which works in the background to generate this data. So we have a inbuilt custom reporting tool built on top of Hadoop, which is called Fluid. So where it's basically dependent on Hive, and so people will come and submit queries in that, and they will wait for a couple of days because it's a shared system. So there are a lot of people use that when it's an org-wide system. So they wait for a couple of days to get these huge reports, especially the reports which work on keyword performance, because we have around 14 billion keywords as of today in our database. So those kind of reports take a large time. We also have an Oracle system to run the low latency reports to support the operational needs. So there we use MicroStrategy as the primary user interface system. So now this reports, the keyword reports and the reports which need a lot of number crunching, so they go into the queue, they get done over a period of time, and we have a analytics team who work on that. They process the data and then they finally put it on a PPT, and this gets shared with the customer through the AM. And so there are two issues with that model. One was it's not scalable, so we wanted to touch with more customers, and we had a limited set of people to do that. So we were not able to do that. We were able to reach like around 100 customers per quarter. So this was a major challenge. And another thing is the time spent in actually getting it done. So it goes through a workflow where the AMs request for a particular set of data. It goes into the queue by the analyst, then they get the data out. Finally, they make it as a presentable thing, and then it goes to the AM for an approval process. And then finally, once it's approved by the AM, then they go and meet with the customer. So this was the process which was happening. So what we did was we built the whole process into a tool. We let the users go and configure what data they need. We reached out to the different systems. So earlier it was pulling data from multiple systems, an Oracle database, and a lot of data from the grid, from YCRM system, which is our customer management system. So we had like this multiple sources. They need to talk to different systems, pull the data out, accumulate it, and make it as a PowerPoint. So we automated all of that, made it into one tool. So the final output would be a deck that comes out of this tool.